Frank Reusche. When I left the Nimitz, I was a second-class hospital corpsman. When I left the reserves, I was a first-class hospital corpsman. He said, let me put you on the Nimitz. It's supposed to go around the world. So I said, fine. And this is like the winter of 76, 77. So that winter was bitterly cold. So I had to transfer from Orlando, Florida, which was around freezing at that time. That was a really bitter winter. And transferred up to Norfolk, and was on the dock as she was coming back from her first Mediterranean cruise. Okay, so this is like trying to swim upriver. 6,000 guys are trying to get off this ship as I'm trying to get on it. So eventually, after what seemed like forever in the freezing cold, everybody's off. I'm able to go on board and made my way down to medical. I didn't know my way around. I was so, and the guys who were on duty couldn't care less. They just finished up a 6-month cruise and they're just biding their time. So I had to figure out where I worked, where I bunked, where I ate, and the rest was that was an adventure. So from there we went. They spent like a month or so in at the naval yard in Norfolk, and then she was to go into the yards for 3 months to be refitted and all this, and it was the hardest time I remember, because I lived on the ship. In the shipyards, it was you had to walk a mile and a half to get from where you parked your vehicle to the ship, and they were grinding all night, and somehow we were supposed to sleep through all that. So my last year is creeping up. We start to do sea trials in the fall. We get ready to go down to Guantanamo for refresher training and the like. And this was like November, December, and we hit January. I'm supposed to get off. And I'm thinking, okay, my time is over. I've done well enough. This is good. We hit our first Liberty port. We've hit Fort Lauderdale and then St. Thomas. Bingo. This is what the Navy's all about. You work your butt off, you work hard, you put in a good performance, good function, and now they pull into some port, they open up the hatch, and you get to go someplace you have never been before as a sailor, okay? And it was awesome. So we hit Fort Lauderdale. As a matter of fact, I think it was on nights at the time. So I was on shore during the day, working all night. And after those 2 Liberty ports, I signed up for 2 more years. So, and that was quite the adventure. The next 2 years I would spend on the Nimitz. It was excellent way to take the skills that I had learned at the Naval Hospital and put them to use on the ship.